Welcome back to Football as We See It. This is Floyd of the Seaside Geordie, and with me, as normal, is Jebby, the postman who does not fail to deliver. How's it going, Jebby? It's been a while.
Oh, it has been a while. I can't wait to do this podcast again, Floydie lad. I'm back. We're all here. The sun's shining and everywhere is booming.
Last thing I remember is obviously I came back into the UK to after work, and we were meant to do the live one, which I've still got unedited, where your mum was having a go at us because she was drinking the wine. I'll have to release some clips of that one. And we were steaming and trying to do an episode in the front room, and we moved to the back room, and then she stopped us and said we were taking the piss.
Yeah. Good old Maria Jebby. I'll have a word with her tomorrow when I see her.
And then I went back offshore, and I was a bit ill after that. So it's been 4 weeks since the last episode. But freaking hell, there's been loads gone on. So
I know.
Arsenal are scoring even less goals, and Liverpool are getting even more points top of the league. And then between 3rd and 10th is like a Friday afternoon on the M6. It's that congested at the minute.
I know, it could be anyone's, couldn't it?
Exactly. Everyone's that close. Absolutely anything could happen. But going on to FPL, I've just done my assistant manager for Areola, Bournemouth, because you've got Tottenham.
Yeah.
We've got Tottenham first game.
Yeah.
But
how many games did you get with the assistant? Did you get 3?
You get 3 games, yeah. So
I went with Moyes, didn't I? So I've had 2 games with him, I think.
You got 2 left, yeah.
I've had 2 draws with him. Yeah, 2 bloody United in Brentford.
Yeah, you've been close a couple of times, haven't you? But Scotty Shaw got it again, didn't he, this time?
Yeah, go on, good old Scotty Shaw.
But Bournemouth have got Tottenham away, which I think's a winnable game still for Bournemouth, and then they've got Brentford at home and then Ipswich at home.
Yes, some good fixtures if they can take advantage, haven't they? They lost the last 2, haven't they?
That's what I'm saying. They just lost 2 on the bounce, and I think they're too good to lose more than that.
To be fair, they played all right against Brighton. They had loads of chances. It was a good game, actually. It was just like an end-to-end game, that game.
Move that package, it's right in your face. All right, yeah. Yeah, they did. So we still create chances no matter what, don't we, Bournemouth?
Yeah. Clivert scored an absolute peach as well, didn't he?
He's some good player, him, isn't he? Do you think he's going to go soon, or do you think he'll end up staying?
I think he'll stay.
Do you not think he'll go to Arsenal?
No.
No. He's going to go to Arsenal. He was good enough to go to Arsenal.
Probably Benjamin Sesko. I think that's their number 1 target, isn't it?
I think, but we're not good enough. I think they'll get Mateta.
Mateta's flying again, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's a good player, you know. I know. Take Arsenal out of the equation, but I'm saying you could play it.
Yeah.
Top teams.
No, I don't think he can play for the top teams. I think he's come through where he is, isn't he? But he's scoring goals, so you can say, isn't it?
He could play at a top team.
Nah, not for me. Too much of a stick.
Shut up, man. He's a good player. How do you stick?
He's surprising me. He can score a few goals, but that's where he is. Crystal Palace, no more.
Yeah, because he hasn't been anywhere else. It's like, was Jota a stiff when he was at Wolves before he went to Liverpool?
No, well, that was a bit of a punt, wasn't it? Well, and it's worked for a little bit, hasn't it?
It's exactly the same kind of situation, Jebby. If you took a punt, you've got to take a punt on these players. You don't just get from top teams. These players are class players. I know you're not sure, but the way you shut him down, I think it's a bit disrespectful. He's a good player. He could play it.
Yeah, he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player.
I know, but Crystal Palace are not a good team, and he could play at a lot of good teams.
Yeah, they're always a stable team, aren't they, Strong?
Here's one for you, Ben. Here's one for you now. If you put Mateta as a number 9 at Chelsea, they do good. They get goals.
Yeah, some players suit certain systems, don't they? I don't know.
And it depends if you get the balls given you. And I think as enough ability to give. He's a solid number 9. You don't see many number 9s anymore. Mateta's a number 9.
No. Yeah. There isn't many out there, is there?
There is. People just don't care about him. People don't look for him. There's fucking plenty
Well,
of
there
it.
isn't many out there, is there? Because you can't really name. I bet you can't name 10 number 9s anymore. Where you used to reel them off years and years ago. Because I can't. Because there's not many, is there, out and out number 9s now.
Right, you've got Delap, you've got Kane, you've got Isak, you've got Haaland, you've got Lewandowski,
Ollie Watkins,
you've got Ollie Watkins. Yeah.
Benjamin Sesko.
Is he? Is he a solid number 9? He's still too young.
Yeah.
I don't think he's really done it. No, I think he's being. I think I personally think that the media are hyping him up. He's not as good as what everyone says he is.
I think he's good. I do.
He's not a solid number 9 either. You telling me Benjamin Sesko in 10 years will have the numbers like Harry Kane and like Haaland?
Well, there's no need to compare him to that, is there? I'm just saying what he is now.
No, it is. No, it is, because these solid number 9s of a good level. That's what they get.
Yeah, well, 10 years is a long time. Bloody hell.
I know, but he's not even on the same kind of level as them players. I don't.
You've got Osman's a number 9, isn't he?
Osman's a number 9.
Where is he now? Turkey.
He's on loan in Turkey. Tony.
Yeah, they've got a few of them in Saudi, and like I said, John Duran went there, and Tony. They just want to go there for the money, don't they?
Argument. No. Here's the argument with Saudi, right? You give them far too much shit because you don't pay enough attention to it.
It's absolutely box standard league. It is. I've seen a bit of it.
How can it be with them kind of players? How can it be with good players?
Because they attracted the players because of the money. Nothing to do with the standard.
So
Standard's poor.
So what you're telling me is you put class players in a league and it's poor. So how are we class players?
Well, the class players because of the money they're getting.
What do you mean?
That's why they went there.
Yeah, but how do you make a league good? You in your head, you don't want it to be a good league.
No, so it's not that.
You don't. If you have class players in a league, how's it not a class league?
Yeah, but how many class players are there in that league, though, Pete?
Well, let's get it.
They've all come from like Europe, haven't they? There's no one out there.
Well, what
that's like good, are they?
All right, then. How many good English players are in the Premier League?
Well, there's not many, is there?
There you go. Yeah, but that's your argument. Just because you live in England, you're saying the Premier League.
Yeah, well, that's always been the same, though. That's always been the same in the 90s.
It's never been the same. It came from about 1998 or something like that. It's not
why England have never won anything.
Hey?
That's why England have never won anything.
I know. Yeah, but all I'm saying is, of course, all the players in Saudi are European because that's where the league is. Right? Yeah. The league is trying to get the best players, and all the best players are from there. All I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm just trying to say it's not a bad league. There's some good players in there.
Of course, there's good players because of the money. Because of the money they're generating.
But that's not nothing to do with it.
Why do you think they're going? Why do you think they're going there, Pete?
Because it's a new league. Why did Beckham go to LA Galaxy?
Well, that's different. That's different. You know it's different. It's America.
Well, what has that got to do with anything?
Because it's
your only argument is it's not England.
Yeah, he wants to explore. He wants to explore in America, doesn't he?
Yeah. So Saudi Arabia are starting a league and we want it to be a good league. So how do you make it a good league? You get the best players.
Of course you do, yeah. And
that's not helpful, is it? If you started a new host company now, you'd want it to be the best. Like we're starting this podcast, we want it to be good. So you try and get good things going on.
I just think it'll never ever take off Saudi League. I just don't think it'll ever be in the top 5 leagues in the world. I know they're trying, and fair play to them, but I just don't think it'll ever be.
Well, the top 5, we don't have to be in the top 5. Like they're better than the Scottish League already.
Yeah, but how many views do they get? How many views do they get? Why don't they stop putting it on, like, TV, TNT, or why don't they start put so people can actually see it? Because people can't see it, the league, can we? At least we can watch the Bundesliga or the Spanish league or the Championship.
Yeah, that's business, actually. That's business. That's to do with that. That's to do with all the political side of it. Doesn't mean it's not a good league because you can't see it.
But we can judge it then, can't we? When we do watch it, I know. That's what I mean. That's why they put it out there.
But when Go Lazio stopped on a Sunday morning on Channel 4, you didn't automatically think Italy was a bad league, did you?
They still show it to you. You can still go on TNT and watch the Italian games.
I know, but you've got to pay for TNT. You've got to pay for that. Not everyone does.
Yeah, but everyone's always got dodgy boxes these days, so you can't even with a dodgy box. You can't even get the Saudi league.
You can't be saying that live on a podcast about dodgy boxes.
Why? I'm not going to get arrested, am
I? You've not got one. I know you've got one. You're too tight, and you don't like the delay on your William Hill account.
I have still got it, but I just haven't renewed it.
Well,
it is a channel, isn't it? It's just that's not renewed it. That's all.
Right. So let's go on to a footy then. Let's talk about. Let's just start on this last week's games. I want to start on the Arsenal 0-0 with Nottingham Forest.
With who?
Nottingham Forest, Arsenal 0-0. Let's start on that game.
Well, this is the usual story, isn't it, for Arsenal? Bags of the ball. Didn't really create loads of chances, but can't put the ball in the back of the net. And
when you say,
they've been unlucky. They've been unlucky this season.
The usual story, though. They're second in the league for a reason, aren't they? Because they've got that many points and they're good enough to be there.
Yeah.
And then I know we briefly spoke about it before. We've got injured players, but you've got Raheem Sterling. It's one of the top best scorers and assist makers in the Premier League.
Yeah, but he's getting on a bit now, isn't he? And
29.
Is that all he is? 29.
Talking about he's getting on a bit. Yeah, he's 29.
It seems like it's been going on forever.
I know, but again, that's another thing. A lot of players, like when we start so early, like they deteriorate a little bit quicker because we've had a hard slog, haven't we?
Yeah, well, he's peaking out now, isn't he? Obviously, he is.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Like, look at Vardy. Vardy didn't start his professional career till he was 26, and he's 38, and he's still doing well. Well, that says it all, doesn't it? Because they're professional. They never train like a professional, and it takes it out of your body, I think.
Of course it does. Of course it does. But yeah, Arsenal, I think they've been a bit unlucky this season, to be fair. I feel for them a little bit in
Were they unlucky last year?
Oh, they're extremely unlucky. I thought they were the best team. The second half of the season, last season, they were the best team, weren't they?
Were they unlucky the year before? I think it's a vibe. Are we unlucky or are we just not good enough, Jibby?
No, I think last season I thought they were the best team, even though they didn't win the league last season. Second half of that season, they won 14 out of 16 games.
Well, how many did City win? How many did City win in the last second half of the season?
Yeah, but City are relentless. We know what City are all about.
No, you can't say that. How many did City win in the second half of last season?
I think they won like 15 out of 16.
Oh, there you go. Like so we got more than Arsenal. So how are Arsenal unlucky?
Well, you have to say they're unlucky, can't you? If you normally win 14 out of 16 games from January the 1st and you don't win the league, you're extremely unlucky, aren't you? No, how many points did they finish on? 89 or something? Normally that wins you the Premier League, doesn't it?
Liverpool were like that in an earlier year, weren't they?
But this is what you're up against. Like I said, you're up against City, aren't you?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is it's not unlucky. It's like you have to be at that pace to win the league.
Of course you do.
Like
Liverpool taking advantage this season because City have been on the drop.
City have dropped out of it, and Arsenal are still not good enough. So I think that says a lot about how good Arsenal actually are.
Yeah, I just think they've been unlucky with their injuries up front. But I also, I think obviously Edu going as well was a big help, did it?
So you see, you're saying Arsenal are unlucky, right? But Liverpool have got a new manager, so everybody, including myself, at the start of the season, like no one gave Klotz, no one gave Slot a chance.
I agree.
We never signed any players all season,
right?
And they're pissing the league, right? So.
Yeah. Done an amazing job. I can't. And then, honestly, I don't want to go in it either.
But then what you're telling me is Arsenal are unlucky, even though Liverpool have had a new manager, not signed anyone, and are pissing the league. But Arsenal are unlucky. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to make a big argument. I'm just trying to say I think everyone acts like Arsenal are the best team ever. How are they unlucky if they're just not good enough to win the league?
I just thought they'd kick on this season. I just thought they'd kick on this season. If everyone's fit for Arsenal. In that front, six? Yes, they're probably not as good as Liverpool.
What did I still think as well? I said it'd be a hangover. They finished second twice in a row. How much does it take out your body? Now they've finished second 3 years in a row. Might even be third. Depends if he can even score a goal.
Yeah, that's that. Still, look, we're saying it as if like they're absolutely shocking. 3 times on the road to finish second is still an achievement. Yes, they're not a win or trophy, but it's still a bit of an achievement, isn't it?
He's not. It's definitely not an
Well,
achievement.
Not an achievement, but he's super consistent, isn't it? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, consistently average. If you like second, but let's not. And when I'm saying average, I mean let's not be stupid here. Arsenal have put serious money into that squad. They're not just
They have, yeah.
they're not like Bournemouth or Newcastle not buying anyone. They're putting serious money into that squad every year, and they're still not getting any further. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I think obviously, I think we all agree that they needed a striker even in the summer with all the injuries anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that was it. But he wants the right one, doesn't he? Maybe the right one wasn't there in the summer. I don't know. But
I think I think personally, if we're gambling too much now on, like, do they want the right striker and stuff like that? How do you know this year that Gabriel doesn't want to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona? Like, he doesn't want to finish second again. He's just finished second 3 years in a row. He's better than that. What if he wants to leave now? Not everybody wants to stay every time.
No.
He could start getting the squad unsettled a little bit.
Yeah, it could do. I might have even peaked now at Arsenal. They might have peaked and they might not go on another good run again now. You don't know. Their chance was definitely last season, and then obviously this season was the chance to win it. I had them nailed on at the beginning of the season to win it, and they've let me down, really. I'll say let me down. They've been unlucky as well, the injuries, but they have let me down. I thought they'd win it comfortably as well.
A lot of teams have been unlucky with injuries, and do you know what to say? I think it's 6 points now. Is it 5 points between Man City and Arsenal now?
I don't know. Is it 7 points? I think. Is it 6 or 7?
It might be 6. I think it's 6. Actually. To say there's only
to finish second.
Yeah, but all I'm saying though, Jebs, is to say there's only 6 points between it, and Arsenal are unlucky, but Man City have had an absolute shocker, and there's only 6 points there. You've got to look at stuff like that as well, haven't you?
Yeah, but the standards of Man City over the last decade has been ridiculous, isn't it? So
yeah, but we've had some shit over the last few months. You've given it. Everybody's given it full barrel, haven't they?
Of course they have, and they've had the injuries themselves, but they've had injuries more at the back, haven't they? They still had enough going forward where they could score a lot of goals.
No one talks.
They haven't really lost Haaland, have they?
Everyone just talks about their age. No one's talking about their injuries. Everyone's just saying they're too old.
They're the too old City players.
An aging squad. That's all everybody's saying.
Yeah. Well, they are an aging squad, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But I mean, everybody's blaming it on that, aren't they?
Not necessarily. I think Rodri obviously is a massive factor, isn't he?
He was at the start. I mean, I think they've lost that many. And you can't just blame it on one player, can you?
No, you can't. No.
I think
a lot of things going in the background with Pep as well, and he's going through a divorce. I know that sometimes it can have a reflect on the pitch as well. There's obviously the out of stuff, with the charges and stuff with City. I think everything's just taken a toll this season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in a way.
They were always going to have a dip, but I didn't think they were going to have a dip as much as this.
Yeah,
20 points behind Liverpool. That's unheard of.
That's
not right.
But like you said, only because their level has been so high for the last 10 years.
I mean,
but it's always going to dip at some point. It's always going to dip at some point, isn't it?
Yeah, but 20 points, that's just that's not right, is it really? But it is what it is, and Liverpool has taken advantage. You can't knock it.
No, definitely can't. What about, let's talk about Liverpool then. Let's go on to them. What about Slot's comments recently about Núñez not doing enough? What did you take of that? Because I know, obviously, originally you're a big Núñez fan. And Slot actually coming out and criticising him, literally criticising him, saying, one game, obviously, you can take that they're not doing it, but 2 games is unacceptable.
Yeah, I think he's getting loads of shit off that chance when he at Villa on social media. And obviously, after that, he didn't do the running that he normally does he?
Yeah, but from a managerial point of view, do you think it's bad on Darwin, or do you think it's just I don't know? You know more about Liverpool.
Not only criticised him, not on his chances or anything like that. He criticised him on his work rate.
Yeah.
And then we could never question that over the years, can we?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
So why do you think he's doing it now?
Yeah, you're right. I just think.
What I mean is, why do you think he's come out right now and said it? Is it to try and get a beat out of him now? Is it trying to get some out of him?
Maybe.
Is it because he's just not happy and it's towards the end of the season to let other people know he's for sale? Like, we're not interested, we're not bothered about him. There's got to be a reason, because he's never said anything about Darwin and he's just come out of it now.
Yeah, maybe he wants that extra 10% out of him. And apparently he's responded well in training, hasn't he, Darwin? Apparently he was saying he's absolutely magnificent. I think it was on Monday, just before the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
So, he's back on track. But Darwin's Darwin, isn't he? He's going to be frustrating for the Liverpool fans, and he might even sell him in the summer. So, if they can get 40 million for him, I think they'll take that.
These players, some players are just not cut out for a Premier League. They're very good players, but they're just not cut out for it. And saying that, I'm looking at
it. There's been a lot over the years, haven't there?
Even like Anthony now. Anthony's firing for Real Betis. He's doing
it suits him. The league will suit him. It's slower. It's some players it does. It suits him.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a bad player. Everybody slags him off and says he's awful. He's not a bad player, is he?
Yeah, the Premier League is relentless. It's relentless. Not for everyone, is it?
No, but deflection off a corner and he scored a volley. It was a great finish. I saw him score.
Yeah.
I mean, he's scoring good quality goals, and it's such a shame in a way that players the value on that is such a weight on the shoulders, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. And like I said, Man United has been he's not been good, has it, over the last 12 years since Fergie's left? So it's a bit of a graveyard for players when they go in there. So.
Well, it says that Rashford's doing well. Like last night, Rashford did well again, assisting for Asensio. Was on fire, isn't he?
Yeah, but Villa have got a top manager in charge. They've been good for a couple of years now since Gerrard's gone. They're buying players as well. And
can I say one thing here then? Right, they're doing well. We're saying good things about Villa, and we always say the Premier League doesn't lie. The 10th.
Yeah, but I'll judge him at the end of the season. I won't judge him now.
I know,
I think a lot of that is to do with the Champions League, and I think the away form hasn't been good anyway this season, has it? They need to improve that, don't they?
Right, yeah, but saying that, Jebby, right? No Champions League game and losing 4-1 to Crystal Palace. What's your excuse there? No midweek.
There isn't an excuse. It's been a story of Villa's season away from home. I think we know that. And they need to, they need to get that better. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, but 4-1 to is that an acceptable result for a team that are challenging for a Champions League?
Probably not, but sometimes you have to reflect on the game. I think they had 3 goals at Salah Villa. And I know, obviously, they were by little margins, weren't they? So I don't think it was a 4-1 game. Sometimes you can read too much into it, can't you, with 4-1s? Yes, probably weren't good enough to win the game, but I think they had a lot of the ball and they had a lot of chances, just couldn't take them.
You know what? In modern day football, one thing I really, really don't like is that phrase, a lot of the ball. I really don't think it means anything anymore.
Yeah, probably doesn't.
You can hold so much possession for such a long time, but if you're doing nothing with it, then it's not worth a wank in a way, is it?
Not really. No, I don't like all that possession anyway in teams. I think it bores me.
Yeah, like
the ball when you get the ball out of the line and get the ball in quick.
Yeah.
That's why I like Thomas Frank teams, because they get the ball in the box as soon as they can.
Brentford, Bournemouth, Klopp's Liverpool. Yeah. Even though Liverpool are doing it now, like, how's Newcastle do it?
Yeah.
It's a bit mixed, I'd say. How's Newcastle? They try and use some possession, but then try and burst quick. It's a bit different.
Yeah, that's their game, isn't it?
Yeah.
They did all right at Anfield, to be fair. They got themselves into some good positions. Just couldn't. The final ball that let Newcastle down the other night.
So do you think that, right? I've been looking at this and been thinking about it. So I think Eddie Howe might have been trying to play a few mind games in that game, because he started Gordon on the right, who's never played on the right. There's no reason to put him on the right. Joe Linton wasn't there, Isak wasn't there, and Botman wasn't there. which is a sign of the team. You start Pope in net, who's back to a shaky start straight away when Dubravka's been the best keeper over the last dozen games. And we still did all right. We lost 2-0, but it wasn't an embarrassing 2-0.
No, was it? You're a good team, Newcastle. No mugs on it.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, I think he's been trying to, not wanting to lose the game, but knowing that we've got so much power that's not in the squad, it's going to be there in the final. To maybe put Liverpool on the back foot, thinking, "Oh, it's an easy win."
Yeah, I don't think any game's an easy win. To be fair, I don't think it was an easy win at all. I thought it was
I know, but
it was quite an even game. But Liverpool, like I said, they're top of the league, but they haven't been blowing teams away, have they? Let's get that right.
But you don't have to. We know how to win a game, don't we?
That's what I mean.
And with Slot, that's the difference between Slot and Klopp. Klopp likes to blow teams away. Slot knows how to win a game.
Well, that's why you're always in the game against Liverpool, because, they don't normally beat teams 3s and 4s and 5-0s. I think if you look at that past 5 results, they've scored 2 in every game. So, it's controlled, isn't it?
Yeah, controlled.
That's the way you want it.
Which is good.
But that final, it'll be a very good final, in my opinion.
It'll be a belter. I think we should actually try and do a live podcast for the final.
Yeah.
That'll be a good
2
one.
weeks.
Yeah, because I'm going to be watching it at home, so we'll do it fully live, because I don't want to watch it at home, but it's half 4. It's half 8 at night for me. And I'll have the kids and that at home, and so it's not, I can't really.
Yeah.
Unless I can get onto a podcast out in Dubai, then I'll have to do it at home, and we'll do football as we see it.
Football as we see it.
Well, yeah, so
it should be a good final, mate. I think I won't mind Newcastle winning that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time on it now, so.
I know we do.
Unless you get through, is it who have you got today or tomorrow?
Right, and tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to as well. So I'll get home and I'll be right into that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What about Man United? What did you take of them? Let's go straight to this one. What did you take of Roy Keane's comments on the overlap? And I'll just say now, I 100% agreed with everything he said.
What about Bruno?
Not just about Bruno, about the whole team. Like, how can you get excited that you've just drawn a game with Everton 2-2, stuff like that?
Crazy, isn't it? United are at though, aren't they? That's where they're at, mate. That's where they're at.
I know, but how can you play it like you? I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? You don't always have to be a good player. You don't have to be the most quality player. You need to have that determination in you, haven't you, to win the game?
Yeah, of course you do. Like I said, they're just a mess, aren't they? They're just they're horrible to watch as well. They're not even nice to watch.
So, what do we think then about this? Say you've got the Ten Hag, you've had Almiron now,
Well, I said both have been absolute. Even how much we slagged Ten Hag off, we didn't really see a style. He won 2 trophies, so you can't really knock him for that.
When you see it now, you can't knock him, can you? It makes him look a very good manager, doesn't it?
But this guy, he hasn't improved anything at the moment. If anything, it's got worse, hasn't it? We still can't see any style, really.
He's got
all
worse.
We can see is 3 at the back.
It's got worse, and we've signed Dogu. That's all we've done. We signed Dogu for 30 million. We sold Wan-Bissaka for 15 million. And Wan-Bissaka's probably one of the standout right backs in the Premier League. Everybody that leaves Man United goes back to playing good again. What is all that about?
It's just the culture of the club, isn't it? I think everything that boils down with Man United is recruitment over the years. That's the worst, isn't it? Recruitment.
Well, just say that, right? Jadon Sancho, went to United, had the fallout, went on loan to Dortmund, played all right. He's on loan at Chelsea now. Playing all right, but he's not really playing. And you've got Wan-Bissaka go signing for 55 million, selling for 15 million, who's one of the better players. I always thought he was.
Yeah.
and then he's one of the standout players in the Premier League again in his position. So
yeah,
that's 40 million lost, and he's better.
It's a graveyard for players. Graveyard for players at Man United. It's a huge football club.
When did it become that? And why?
When they dominated the 90s and the 20th century. Do you know what I mean?
21st century, Jibber. We've had this argument.
21st century, yeah. Yeah.
But why has it happened?
I don't know. People, you need characters, like Roy Keane always says. You need characters to play for that club, and there's not enough characters around, is there?
Who's your characters in Liverpool? And I'm not making an argument here. I'm just like, I'm trying to state like a point. Like,
big leaders and characters.
Yeah,
Van Dijk, Robertson, Salah out of football. And what he does off the pitch and stuff is stuff. You know, that's leadership and quality. Is what he does in the gym.
Yeah, but we all do that.
Young players.
Do that. Yeah,
they don't, Peter.
We do.
No, they don't.
You don't see stuff like that. Salah's not.
No, you don't go. Look, the standard of Salah is ridiculous.
Oh no. The standard of Salah on a football pitch is absolutely immense. Yeah,
because of what he conducts himself off the pitch. That's the reason why he does it on the pitch.
I think you're going.
It's not rocket science. You're
going a bit off topic, right? He's nothing like, we're talking about leaders on the pitch. You know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah.
Like, they're like Van Dijk. If
Alisson, Robertson, they're all leaders.
What I'm saying, Chubby, is if Liverpool were losing 1-0, Salah you wouldn't be expecting Salah to be running around the team, riling everybody up, would you? Van Dijk would.
No.
But he
set standards.
No, that's
set standards, though. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
So who's that kind of person, do you reckon, at Arsenal? I'm just trying to make a topic here. Like
Arsenal,
you've got Van Dijk,
you know, Declan Rice, Gabriel, Saliba.
Exactly, yeah.
You know,
that's why they're holding
new voices, aren't they?
So
not a lot at the top of the pitch. Even Saka, to a certain extent.
No, I reckon he's quiet. I reckon he's more like a Salah. I reckon you're right with your Gabriel, your Saliba, and your Declan Rice. So I reckon they're probably the biggest three voices in that team.
Yeah, like I said, you don't always need like massive voices.
You do. No, you do.
How you conduct yourself off the pitch, isn't it?
No, it's a soft sport nowadays, football, and we can all agree with that. And it matters. But you get a reaction out of your players if you were a solid person. You'd listen to somebody on the pitch. You wouldn't be like, "Oh, he went to the hospital the other day. Yeah, I'll play well for him because he went and saw some kids." If someone like Roy Keane's having an absolute go at you, like bring your standard up. If Van Dijk's screaming down your throat, let's get this level up. We're 1-0 down. You're not going to go, "Oh yeah, he went and fed some homeless people on Sunday morning. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to do well for him today." I get what you're saying. And it's all good for doing stuff like that. But if you're losing a game 1-0, that's not what you look at. You look at the man in front of you. You look at your captain and be like, "What do we do now?" That's what I'm trying to say.
But Man United just, I don't know. I'm sick of talking about Man United. We know what they like.
I'm not even getting a Man United here. I'm just talking about like the Premier League in total. We've just said 3 clubs there, and they're the best 3 teams in the league. And they've got plenty of leaders, and not many other teams have. That's the conversation that's what I'm trying to elaborate on. Like, you can clearly see the best 3 teams who've got the leaders, can't you?
Yeah, of course you have. City haven't got tons and tons of leaders.
Yeah, but
they lead from
who's the leader at Aston Villa?
Well, Mings, when he plays, he's a good leader, isn't he?
Nah,
obviously Martinez. Martinez is very vocal, isn't he?
All right, then Newcastle. Who's the leaders at Newcastle?
No, Bruno. Bruno's a good voice, I think.
Trippier, Bruno, Joelinton.
Burns seems like a good lad, doesn't he? Seems like
but what
can rile the troops.
Newcastle have got a good set of leaders, and then go to Tottenham. Who's Tottenham's leaders?
Well, that's where there isn't a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sonny, occasionally, but he's been difficult.
Is he really a leader? Huh? I wouldn't say he's a leader.
No, but I think he's
a captain, but I'm saying I wouldn't say he's a leader. Yeah. Really, would you?
I think Maddison, he always wants the best for people, but a lot of these players are stroppy, aren't they? It's like Bruno Fernandes. He's not a captain, is he?
on the bench against Ipswich. He comes on.
I know.
And do you know what? Right? I would love it. The highlight of my life would be meeting Roy Keane. I think he's absolutely brilliant. I love everything about the guy.
Yeah, he's funny, isn't he? He's not always right, but I like him.
Do you know what? You don't have to be right. You have to have a solid opinion, and he always has a solid opinion on people, and that's what I like.
No, he does, yeah.
You don't have to be
I agree.
right. It's your opinion on someone. Like sometimes you'll never know if you're right or wrong for a long time. But
no. I have seen him before, Roy Keane. I've never met him, but he let me across once in the car.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he went away. Do you know when it was rumoured for the Blackpool job? He was in Blackpool getting an interview for the Blackpool job, and he let me go past.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I never knew that, Jebs.
I wish I'd stopped him now.
What? I'm going, Jebby. But yeah. So, yeah. So we'll get this one going, and then we've got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left till timeout. Like I say, I'm just in Schiphol Airport at the minute. My flight's in 4 hours out to Dubai.
Not another 4 hours yet?
Yeah, it's 10:30 in the morning here. My flight's at 2:30. But yeah, I tried to go to the Johan Cruyff Stadium to Amsterdam, but they told me they just said if you're getting out of security, it's going to take you half an hour to get out. They said it'll take you 45 minutes to an hour to get back through, and then they went, you can get a cab. It's only 20 minutes away, but it's going to cost you like 70 quid, 70 euros. We said, which is about 60 quid. Bloody hell. Jesus. He said the best thing you can do is go back and sit in the bar. So I said, football as we see it. That's it.
First few beers, isn't it, for a few weeks anyway, isn't it?
I know, yeah. When I got straight back off night shift, straight back off a night shift yesterday, I was knackered. I went and got my hair cut, straight off the rig, got my hair cut, went to the toy shop, got the kids some toys.
Yeah.
Went to my auntie's and boom, I was asleep. I slept for ages, yeah. But,
have you been paid now?
Yeah, I'm all sorted now. So we just need to get this promoted, Jebby, like, because we're inside a minute, and get promoted properly so we can get paid off this podcast, yeah?
Yeah, I'll do anything, mate, to get some money.
Right, Jebby, lad. Right, okay. Right, we'll leave it at that then. And we're going to go again later this weekend, so we'll try and do a Sunday afternoon after after the FA Cup weekend, yeah?
Yeah. All right, buddy. A safe journey anyway.
Right, okay. Cool, right. Well, have a good day at work, and ciao for now. Catch you in a bit, Jebby.
Yeah, see you in a bit, Floydie lad.
See you in a bit, mate.
Bye.